I'm ready. Hey y'all, we are back. And guess what? This is our first live show.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Happy election day. Did y'all go vote? I hope y'all went to vote. The people who needed to vote. There are a lot of big elections going on. We don't talk about them. I'm actually watching one right now that I'm really excited. This is the first time I have to say that I'm happy to see a black woman lose. But
hey, I'll see people they need to lose sometime.
Look, I mean, I'm so excited, but the gubernatorial race, blah, in Virginia, the black woman is losing. So I'm excited. Still say it's too close to call, but we just watching it. And
if she losing now, she'll probably be losing in the next hour or so.
We hope so. We hope so. I know most of the elections most of them are on the East Coast. So the polls close at 7. We have a few closing at 8. Because what? City of Atlanta, Gwinnett County, well, here in Georgia, those two counties will be closing at 8 because of the large population.
So yeah, here in Detroit, they close at 7. But if you're still in line up to 8 o'clock, they will let you vote.
They'll let you. Okay. So I mean, I feel like if they are in line, let them vote. What's the big deal? Like exactly. They showed up, so let them vote.
Was Charlize disappointed when she couldn't vote this morning?
Oh yeah, I know. I talked about my baby going to vote. This thing is cricket on my head, y'all. I'm sorry, but my baby couldn't vote today because she got voter suppressed because.
voter suppression.
She got voter suppressed, and I had to explain to her, how they did the ID rules and everything. But her first and last name is all she put on her registration, and she got kicked out because her ID has her full name on it, and they said it was two different people. So, and then Anthony, you were just telling me about something. What could we have done that they should have said and they didn't give us
spoiler ballot?
Yeah, I think we could have got a spoiler ballot.
Okay. Let's see what exactly.
Every state has their own rules, but if I'm not, if something goes wrong with the ballot or ID or something, you can use that spoiler ballot, and that's supposed to allow you to vote. And I guess they have to go through whatever process to make sure that that's legit.
So they showed and say nothing. They were just like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We hope that we didn't.
Well, Dick Cheney passed away yesterday. He was 84 years old. Now, cuz I have to ask you this because doing Dick Cheney and George Bush, I could really care less what was going on. But what made Dick Cheney such a outstanding vice president?
Well, they say don't say nothing bad about the dead. So if my silence is golden, then I didn't see anything good. He was a war hawk, and he got very wealthy. I think he was with Halliburton. Yeah, Halliburton was one of those vendors or contractors that got rich off the government, and they got when he was with George Bush as VP. They got a no-bid contract. That means billions and billions of dollars was just handed over to them. And he probably got some set-aside money. War is profit. They always want more. Because you keep fueling the military machines, those weapons, those missiles, the tanks. All those are contract off the government, and they get billions and billions of dollars. Who was that? Lawrence O'Donnell, Chris Hayes. Lawrence O'Donnell, last week, he said that the Pentagon's personnel for every 2 weeks just to pay the Pentagon, the defense people, is $7.5 billion. That's just a payroll for 2 weeks.
Now, what is fight? I think we need to start a fight. We need to go start a fight.
7.5 B.
Yeah.
The payroll for 2 weeks. Checks.
We need to go start a fight and call the right people so they can come watch.
We're gonna start a fight. They're gonna lock us up.
What's that called? They're gonna lock us up. So that's what made Dick Cheney, because they're labeling him like one of the best VPs in history, and he did this and he did that, and he made it for 911 while George Bush was down there reading the book upside down. He navigated through that. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I can honestly say I was not into this political world then. So that's probably why y'all be like, why she ain't saying that? I don't know enough. So I ain't gonna say that.
That was doing George Bush and Cheney. You probably was what, 12?
No, I was not that young. I was in high school when Bush came in.
Okay, 15.
And I remember saying,
which Bush, not Daddy Bush or the son?
Son.
Okay. All right.
See, I know which one. I know where
and you sure you were in high school now?
Yes, because I remember saying it's gonna be some dumbass kids that come after we leave. And lo and behold, all them folks that was in high school with me, they asked and came up under me that No Child Left Behind. We some ignorant people. They can't read, they can't write, they can't add. We have no reason. So yes, I was young and I wasn't into it then.
Right.
I'm just now getting in there, so I got to do my digging and researching on more on who Dick Cheney was and all that. I just know that his daughter,
Liz Cheney.
Liz
Cheney. I mean, Dick, he was born in 1941 in Nebraska. So that pretty much tells you.
Well, his daughter, her politics was awful. She just stood up for the Constitution against this dummy. But she's an awful person too. She's a war hawk. Really? It's all about money. Yeah, it's about money. Yeah, it's about money.
He voted for Kamala. He voted for Kamala last year.
I don't know if he voted for her. He endorsed her. That doesn't mean he voted for her. He could have skipped presidential vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they probably could, being like that, they probably don't even, they just say they did it, and
and you had asked the question, made him so good, or his legacy far as VP in politics. It's all in the beholder. Quite naturally, for me, more liberal and more open-minded, so to speak, his policies, his politics wasn't the best for me. He lied and said they set Powell up, said they had weapons of mass destruction. They just showed an interview that he had did some years back, Cheney. He had no regrets, even though it was proven there was no weapons. He had no regrets going to war. So that don't make you a great person. You ain't great to me.
I don't see where. I mean, I was trying to figure it out. I was like, okay, but he wanted to go to war, and you had him going over there talking about, like you said, the weapons of mass, and they still haven't found the weapons though. I'm just saying. All that money was spent for 20 years. They were over there for like 20 years.
Look,
but look at all the money they spent.
20 years they were over there. Then they got mad because Biden just pulled them out one day. So how do you end war? You have a tea party or some bullshit? You know what I mean? How you supposed to end the war? Oh, he just pulled them out. So what you supposed to do? Copy like, okay, now y'all line up in formation.
Never go end wars. Wars are profitable.
I know.
They never go end wars. It's profitable. I saw on the news this morning, this clown we got is talking about going to war with Nigeria. They only pick on countries for the most part who don't have a military capability to match up. But you see, they hesitate against Russia and China and India because they got
America's known for just going over into those countries like that and blowing them off the map. I mean, they've been doing that since like forever. Just randomly pop up somewhere and just start gun. I mean, that's what they do. That's what American government does.
Wait a minute.
You do that to exhaust some of your weapons so you could go back and plead for Congress more money for a stronger defense, and you get billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. And some of those politicians, when they retire, they go on those boards of those vendors or companies that got those military contracts. And same way with some of those generals when they retire.
Right. What's C-Dot saying? He a white supremacist. They all white supremacists.
They all white supremacists. Okay, y'all, she's still losing.
She's still
excited. Look, I'm gonna say it again. This is the first time in life I would ever be excited about a black woman losing. But right now, with 96% in 96% of the votes in. She's at 35.5% and 64.2% for the Democrat. Ooh. I don't want to mess her name up. But yes, this is the gubernatorial race.
Abigail in Virginia.
Yes, Abigail in Virginia.
She blowing out, old girl. If she at 64 and she already got more than half, so they should call it. They should call it.
They said it's too close to call because there are a lot of holes in this. Now, what's funny is I'm looking at the map. There are more red counties, but I guess because they're so rural, they don't have enough people. Because she losing at the end of the day. She losing. They moving too fast. So as I'm talking, I'm trying to read.
So the black lady losing.
The black lady is losing.
Well, that's good then. All right. Way to go.
Like I said, this is the first time. We're not gonna make this a habit. We're not gonna make that a habit.
I mean, because just all skin folk and kinfolk. That's the problem that has been since the 40s of
since the beginning of time.
People.
So,
that lady lunatic, she need to lose. Yep, see that she definitely need to lose because she gonna talk about hold up. I was like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? What is her? Who is this?
Oh god! Oh my god! I cannot. Well, we do got some more. So one of the other big races is the mayoral in New York.
Yeah.
Now. One of the things I watched, I think that was Halloween night, where Trump was on there talking about Zoran. I can't remember. I never can pronounce these last names. So
Mama Dama.
There we go. Mm-hmm. He was talking real bad about him being a communist, even though he tags himself, and a lot of people have tagged him as a socialist. What's your thoughts on him?
All I know, he was at the club the other night in New York, and I enjoyed that. He was up
at all the clubs in New York.
Up in there the other night. I was like, oh shit, they got a hip hop mayor. Boy, he was bopping. He was working it.
Well, we don't want that hip hop mayor. Detroit just recovered from Kwame Kilpatrick, labeled the hip hop mayor. So we hope that don't stick. But I like his young, vibrant. I like his mindset. I think we miss it. We, like Stacey had mentioned the other day, or a couple of broadcasts we had before, about we bought into what they have told us about America. And I said that to say they made socialists, communists as labels so bad. And I bet you 95% of the country really don't even know what it is. We just going by what someone else told and never took the time out to study.
You know, they don't know.
All ideologies has good and bad. I think if you can blend the best out of all of them, make it work, then be it.
But what you have to pick is the best people, though, cuz that can present what's going on. See, you need the best people in the front. And that's the problem that America has. See, America's so antiquated. They want to stay on this antiquated just want to be back here while other countries move. You know what I'm saying? We need that young. When President Obama came in, it was supposed to be up from that. It was just supposed to be up. And I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Because they said we got a little too happy.
The power structure still want to hold on. This power structure want to still hold on.
Yeah.
It's a beast. No matter who the players are, it runs itself. It's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, but we got to have, like now Chromo. Let me tell you about Chromo, the feelings I had with Chromo.
Okay, because that was my next question.
Now
I'm sharing this video, so if y'all feel like I'm not paying attention, I really am.
Okay. The feeling I had with Chromo, he was so well presented during 2020, during the COVID, the pandemic. Like he was so just an upstanding governor and just upstanding and was just all about. I was like, you know what, he might make a good president one day. And you know, I'm just thinking like this. Then all of a sudden, boom, what? Oh, he a pedophile. Oh, what? He touching on people.
Well, I didn't hear about pedophile, but it was some kind of
Yeah,
sexual
sex
thing with women.
offender.
But
He was filling up
Sexual
them
what's
harassment.
women.
the difference? You got
Yeah.
this one now, got elected twice. So what's the difference?
I was just like crushed because I thought Cuomo was one of the good ones. I really did. And then his brother ended up getting kicked off CNN. Then he switched out because now he just all about like
Money.
he don't like nobody really.
These guys are performers, like Stephen A. Smith, Candace Owens, all those clowns. They're performers. They're getting rich. They're getting rich. That's the name of the game.
That's what it is.
So I was wondering, there's a bill that was passed, I don't know under who, where the big corporations are able to fund these people in campaigns. And I really feel like that's, I don't want to say that's where the problem started, but I think that's where it became bigger. Because yes, everybody was out for the money, but it was more heartfelt. They were in it. And now that you have these big corporations that can back people and all this other stuff, it's all about the
that
money.
is the problem. That did become a major problem when they allowed corporations to come into politics. I know they've probably been there all along.
What you call dark money.
Or dark money. When money. You allow, but at one point, if I'm not mistaken, at one point, didn't they have a cutoff, and then it went to like just whatever they wanted to put in?
If I'm not mistaken, I think you're right. But I say we take a page out of that playbook, because by and large, we as an African American community, we don't give our money to no political party and affiliation. We might throw a few dollars here, a few dollars there. We're going to give our money to the church, the beauty hair salon, and the club. So money talks.
I'm a member of the Obama Foundation. I send money every month.
Good. We're part of the few. But overall, I don't give. I don't give to a political party. You know how they have when you file your taxes? Do you want to donate $2 or whatever to the election? Absolutely not.
No, but I will. I let the Obama Foundation. They get money every month. Yep.
But we should give.
Is that still considered a political foundation, or is that his nonprofit now?
That's his. That's not political. That's his thing.
Yeah, his nonprofit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now that he's not in office,
right? Because he's not a political. He's not in that arena no more. He just chilling. I mean, although he showed up for Abigail the other day, it was like people heard he was coming and they just went in there like he was running for something. You know what I'm saying? But that's just he just had it.
I mean, because he's Michael Jordan of.
He definitely had the charm. They said they want to say about that man. He get to talking and yeah.
He's got the charm.
He's smart. He's intelligent. Yeah. And it feels good to see somebody that look like us that can, do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's probably some other ones up there. I can't think of one right now, but I'm pretty sure it might be one or two others up there that might be able to do it the way President Obama do it. I can't.
I don't see any. Cory Booker certainly didn't have it. Don't have it. And Kamala Harris didn't.
Man, please. Cory Booker sit down somewhere. Cory Booker has never been for the people.
You don't think so?
No, he's in for the money. He get money from CPAC. That's why he don't say nothing about Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu. Same way with Jeffries up there. They all sold out.
They all about their money, man. I'm telling you.
You don't stand on principle and character.
But then let me ask you guys this though: Do you think we're gonna get a health care bill passed? Will we get a health care bill out of all of this that's going on? Out of the shutdown, the Democrats trying to show that they got the two piece in the biscuit. Do you think we will get we're gonna get some type of health? What y'all think?
I think so, because it is starting to affect them. For example, Marjorie Taylor Greene, our beautiful, beautiful representative out here. Marjorie Taylor Greene's daughter was on the Affordable Care Act, and she didn't realize that it was Obamacare. And so now that it's affecting her, and her daughter is, I think she's pregnant or something's going on with her, but she doesn't have health care, or her health care is going to go up. And it's an issue. So now she's pushing that they
Well,
do something about it.
her mom got the non-refundable PPP loans. So why can't she just pay for her to have the baby and then
Because her mama got the loan. She didn't get the loan. The daughter didn't get the loan. Shoot.
the
Her
And
developer
why,
mama
got
did.
with the mama?
and why would she want to
No, she grown.
spend her money
Oh,
from the
oh,
government? That woman, the girl is grown.
Yeah, she
What
grown.
about
But
the,
she didn't have
what about the baby's
Obamacare.
dad?
They didn't
oh.
have Obamacare. They
Mhm.
had the Affordable Care Act.
What else?
But
Okay.
wait, hold
Tomato,
up, hold up.
tomato.
There is no Obamacare. It is
No, it's not.
affordable
It's
health care.
really not. It's been
Yes,
affordable health care since the beginning.
Let them
well,
tell it.
it's an extension of state Medicaid, and he made
Mm-hmm.
it where it was required, and you had to pay
Mm-hmm.
something into it. You had to get into the market. That's what it was.
Which makes
But the whole
sense.
thing
Like,
is, absolutely, you need health insurance. Everybody does. Yeah, you need it.
so I don't
But
I,
let's see.
paying taxes on it and making having to pay it when it first came out, and I had to get it, I felt some kind of way. But growing up a little bit, and I see, like, wait a minute, it makes sense. I can pay a couple dollars to make sure I go to the doctor. I can pay a couple dollars for this. And people didn't get it, and everyone keeps pushing. Oh, I'm sorry, they just had an alert come up. But yeah, everyone keeps pushing that, it's Obamacare, and the Affordable Care Act. I think it's purposeful that them folks was trying to separate it, because why do they need it? They're well off and they're this. But now that it's affecting them, they want to put it together. So Virginia
Hey, Joy.
is calling. They're not calling. They are projected winners. Will be Abigail Spanberger is the projected winner.
That's
Winner
what I was saying.
in
She's supposed to get that.
yeah.
If here we are at 755 and old girl at 64%, come on. Once it get to 50, that's supposed to be a wrap. Whoever get to 50. Now, I know they like to go to 51%, 52%. But my thing is this right here with the insurance. Okay, so we ride around in cars, however long people keep 10, 11, 12, 5 years, 6 years, whatever. You have to have car insurance and never file a claim. As being a previous homeowner, back in the days, you have that homeowner's insurance that you got to pay and you don't never use it. The only reason why I end up using mine because they broke in my house 3 times. Otherwise, I wouldn't have never used it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people have a problem with wanting to get affordable health care to take care of your black ass or your white or whatever you are, to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have a problem with just giving it away. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to say we don't have a problem with it, because who wants to just give that money away? And thank you, Stacee, because that was a good segue for Georgia. Because right now in Georgia, the big vote is for the public service commissioner, the person who regulates utilities, insurance costs, and all this other good stuff. I don't know about in Detroit, but in Georgia, them insurance rates, especially for them car insurance, been going through the roof.
They Brown came down on mine though.
They did. Don't brag.
Okay.
We got the highest in the nation.
But ours has gone up. My parents' insurance in 1 year went up $350. Nobody has added a new car. Nobody has gotten a ticket. No nothing. And all they saying is just the insurance rates are going up. And then doing some more digging on the whole public commissioner thing, the utility prices in the state of Georgia have gone up 6 times since 2021, since the Republicans been back in office. But now they just put out a whole, I'm gonna say,
always under the Republicans. It's always under the Republicans.
But guess what? 2-3 weeks ago, they made a deal with Georgia Power that would lock in the rates for 1 year. When they did that,
she need to look around for. Joy said she need to look around for lower car insurance.
Yeah, it's crazy. Progressive has been good to us right now. So it's time to start looking
I've been
again.
State Farm like 25, 30
Don't
years.
talk about State Farm because that's who we've been with since I was in the 8th grade, and they screwing us. But
See, guys, no, let me help you out now. Health insurance it's really not a scam. I mean, it all depends on who your carrier is. You know what I'm saying? It
It's
all
a
and if
depends
you
scam.
on
get
If
the
it's a
right
scam,
insurance,
take your ass to the hospital, get sick, go to the doctor, see how you get scammed. If it's a
I know
scam and
that's
you ain't
right.
got no
Because
insurance,
health insurance really not it's the premium, it's the way they want to set it up that makes it seem like a scam. But
so and
health
then so
insurance
I
don't.
see what he's saying because what happens is you get for example, you get a job, right? Your
Mhm.
job tells you the lowest deductible is $10,000, but I'm paying you $200 a week. So if I'm paying you $200 a week out of my paycheck, and I have to pay the insurance company $10,000 before they kick in, I'm not gonna make that $10,000, especially if I don't go to the doctor. Like, I just need to go to
But
preventative
that's what I was
care.
just going to say. You
No,
talking about your deductible. You know what I'm saying? Your yearly deductible and what you have to meet before they start. See, the key to that is with health insurance is carry your ass to the doctor. You
but
see what
that's
I'm
just
saying?
it. If I go to the doctor, I'm gonna pay my copay, but then I'm gonna get a bill. We be
So
with
yeah,
okay,
you
so
gonna
you
pay.
you
You go.
you got the wrong
You go.
plan.
You gonna pay. But you gonna pay for your office visit because you're right. You do have to hit that deductible,
Mhm,
but that's
mhm.
what your company negotiated. So that's what you. I don't know if you guys are union, but that's what your
Yeah,
union's
not a
Nope.
union.
supposed to fight with negotiating your contract with your company is your insurance costs. We want a better deal than that. So
And
that's
I guess
what your company offers.
and then see they don't. And then the reason
Yeah,
I
but
say this, because
they
this
don't.
is what we live. I'm living it right now.
Go to the
They
doctor.
don't.
Right, but see, right, but you can go to the doctor if she's not sick or having problems with anybody, not just you. I'm speaking in general.
Mm,
If you don't have those problems, and you're not sick and don't go to the doctor, you're not gonna meet that deductible. So it's just gonna scurry on by, so to speak. But if you do have medical problems, you gotta
mm,
hit your deductible for your insurance to kick in. So therein
mhm,
lies the problem. And what can you
mhm.
do?
You will
But if
hit
But
I'm
I
already
had
paying
so
you $10,000, I got to give
right,
you $10,000
right.
more. We don't have the money for that.
but what I'm
Well,
saying is
it won't be you
it
get
won't
ten
be out
thousand
of
more. You
pocket
gotta, yeah,
if
it'll
you
be
go
out
to
your
the doctor.
pocket. Yeah,
Mhm,
it will be because you got to pay for your office visit because it's like technically you don't have insurance until you meet your deductible. And once you
Mhm.
meet your deductible, your insurance will pay everything. I had surgery a couple years ago last year, and they sent that bill, the statement to let them know how much it was, almost $100,000. There's no way I could have paid that without insurance. So
Right.
that person
mhm.
who said insurance is a scam, get sick and see what happens.
Mhm.
Look, we done been there.
Mhm.
We done did it. And
It's
I mean, it goes both
okay. So
ways.
evidently, what I'm saying is though, ShiCara, when I say that you have to go to the doctor throughout the year, because see,
Mhm,
one claim of going to see the doctor or two
mhm.
or three claims will catch that deductible. It'll catch that deductible. You'll
No,
still
cause
it'll pay the
mm,
copay, but it'll catch that deductible because of what it's going to cost for that day of what you have in that
I think
day.
it depends on the specialty. See, like you're in a hospital, so you
Mm-hmm,
see that quickly. Me coming
mm-hmm,
from chiropractic, physical therapy, pain management, chiropractor is gonna take you 13 visits to even that they would even pay.
mm-hmm,
That's if they pay it. If you go
mm-hmm.
into pain
yeah.
management, it's still going to take you 10 visits to get to your $10,000 deductible. But after that, you don't need it anymore. So I don't hit my deductible, but I'm done. So what was the point? And then the doctor is not getting paid. So a lot of people in smaller offices or smaller
Yeah,
practices,
smaller. I see. I
they
don't know.
don't want to deal with insurance because of that. Because you got people pissed because what am I paying this for if I'm never going to reach my deductible, or if I'm going to be better by the time I do reach my deductible? And then you have even some of these places, chiropractic in particular, that'll
Mm-hmm.
give you 50 visits, but then they're signed up with another, your insurance is signed up with another program, and I
Third
forgot the
party.
name of it.
Mm-hmm.
a third party that say, yeah, they told you 50 visits, but I'm gonna give you 10. And then you have to fill out a booklet to get the rest of your visits. But then they see chiropractic and physical therapy and OT as optional, and they're not healthcare. So what the hell? What am I paying for? It's getting to the point where sometimes it's cheaper to get on a plan with a PCP and pay them cash every month, whether it's $100, $150 a month. I can go to you, and they even have places like cash MRIs. They have cash CTs, because people can't afford it. Even you get health insurance that's supposed to be good through your job, you just can't afford it.
Well,
$100 a week.
I can't say because I just because I don't get no bills. I mean, I don't know if it's because I'm under the employer plan and we have so many employees.
Yes, it's your plan. My dad has not paid health insurance. My dad, we were on even my son is still on his insurance. My dad paid $20 a month since I was 8 years old for it's been up to 8 of us on his insurance. And it's $20 a month. It is still $20 a month for his insurance. We pay, it's $10 copay to go to the doctor, $50 copay for the emergency room, and specialties is $75. That's Blue Cross Blue Shield. But $20 a month, like I said, he's been there since I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
But then you go to other companies like my husband, it's $200. Let me not exaggerate. For him by himself, per pay period, it'll be $157 a pay period. If you add me to it, it's $290 a pay period. The lowest deductible was $10,000 deductible. The lowest out of pocket was $15,000. But then to go to the doctor, even for preventative care, was $50 a pop. Labs were not included. And it's like, who can afford that? We can't.
But if you look at it like this, no, you can't afford it. But you make sure you can afford that car insurance every month or every 6 months. You know what I mean?
Yep.
To me,
so if you only make $900 a week, how can you afford to take $300 out? You can't.
But I'm saying the car insurance, you're gonna make sure you pay that, or you got to park the car.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Half the people in Detroit don't have insurance, and they still driving around because they simply can't pay it. When it comes down to you eating or keeping lights on and keeping a roof over your head, something is going to give, and it's the insurance. So what happens is if you had a lease car or you paying for that car through your car note alone, then they put a liability insurance on that car note, which don't cover anything. It just covers that institution's money. That's it. Yeah. So they can charge what they want, but if you don't have it, you can't pay it. So that's where the Obamacare
and then you can't drive here in the state of Georgia, because if they can't
drive,
and when they drive, you get this thing called Super Bill. Yeah,
but people are gonna drive because they're not gonna let that stop. I'm telling you, Detroit, they drive all the time, and they get into an accident, they drive off because they know they don't have no insurance.
They don't have no
insurance. So you just stuck.
Right. Okay, update. New Jersey gubernatorial race. The Democrats are winning.
Okay, Virginia elects its first female governor, Democrat. Abigail Spanberger defeats Republican. If she hadn't beat her, I would have went up there and jumped on her myself. Because that other lady, that chick there, baby, where her people at? Because they ought to be well embarrassed. They ought to be ashamed of
themselves. Polls are closed in New Jersey, and yep, they seeing that right now. The Democrats are what they have counted so far. There are. What's that? New Jersey, they got 3 blue counties and 1 red thus far. So they still close.
So
the next
Jersey and New York, they don't like Trump, so he can't call them and have them to find no votes for him tonight. But they don't like
it. That is too funny.
They don't like his ass. So he can't call them to just find me 11 times. Just get the votes. You know what I'm saying?
Just get them. Look, they ain't gonna be able to do that. So here's another question. Here's a question. So right now, California is doing this let's rewind. So you know Texas just gerrymandered and stole all them
You got
seats,
the 5
right?
seats. Yeah.
So California has a ballot up the on the ballot for
Proposal, I think
today
it's 50.
called
Proposal
Proposition
50.
50.
The Proposition
Yeah.
50.
Yes, where they are trying to vote to be able to redistrict. California, and I seen is one more place, but California is the big one. But one more other place is doing it as well. I'm gonna see if I can find it in a second. What's your thoughts on that? And what's the word? I'm gonna say this. Schwarzenegger, who everyone said was, oh my God, he's such a great governor. Arnold Schwarzenegger's take is you can't two wrongs don't make a right. He feels
Yeah,
like
that's soft shit. See, there they go that Democratic soft shit. You know what I mean?
Well, he's
Here's
not
my
a
but
thing.
Democrat. He's a
Gavin
Republican.
Newsom said,
Here's
I'm
my
with
thing,
you.
Gavin Newsom. Pull them out of the damn union, pull California out, and let them go ahead on and do their thing. See, that's where I'm from. Show me.
But
Well, California.
if they read on and do what Texas did, it's going to benefit the Democratic Party because they're standing to get 6 seats if they rezone.
Yeah,
They're
they
looking at
rezone
six
it. Yeah,
different
they'll
seats.
get. But I think California need to call the bluff on the government. They need to call their
Well,
bluff
Gavin
and
Newsom is
pull
the
out.
governor, and he's good. He's
No,
with
the
us.
government, not the governor. The
Oh,
government in D.C. They always flexing about what they want to do with California. California this, California that, California like California get on their nerve. California need to call their bluff and just pull out and go on and do their thing and let them find a way to function without them.
Yeah, but they're not gonna pull out. That's just talk. The other thing is too, California, I think is their budget is the biggest in the nation, if I'm not
It
mistaken,
is.
because it's such
They
a
revenue.
big
They
state.
can hold their
So
own.
you, you fight fire with fire. They just did that stuff with Texas. Then you turn around and do it in California. You don't. We are at war. At war, you fight. You fight to win. You can't worry about what other folks say. The hell with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He didn't do shit as the governor of California. He couldn't even speak English. So that's
Cheating
because
on his
he
wife, making babies with the maid. Ain't nobody thinking about
well,
him.
I ain't gonna get it. Yeah, he a man. Men do what men do, women do, women do. But he just flexing now because he don't like this clown we got. But he wasn't no good as governor of California.
No, he
So I ain't
wasn't.
think about him.
Yeah,
I
I
ain't
don't
think
even see
about him.
why the Californians would even vote him in, but that was way back in.
Well, hell, they voted Ronald Reagan in. They was an actors. So they
movie
feel like an
Yeah,
stars.
actor.
I guess that's why Trump felt like he
that's
had
why
a
Trump
chance.
got it because he reality show star. See, that's why he tripping. I'm talking about he not gonna unloose the food stamps until Democrats open up the government. Democrats better hold the line. I don't care. They better hold that
pushing
line. I
back
don't care if
on
it
that.
takes to January.
Yeah, they pushing back on it.
Yeah, they better
Well,
hold it. I don't care if it takes to January. We need health care in this country for everybody that's affordable. Everybody make different wages in this country. It should be a plan to fit everybody that would not put you on bankruptcy list or send you to the poorhouse. That's all I'm saying. And this may be the only time that they get to fight for this. And it's needed. It is truly, truly needed. No, the rich don't need, billionaires don't need it, but working poor people and poor people, yeah, they need it. They need it. Otherwise, they'll lose everything they got. You know what I'm saying? If they get sick, they'll lose everything.
Or
You know what I'm
die.
saying? Oh, yeah.
Or die because they
Yeah.
can't afford to get it.
Yeah. So if they don't hold the line on this one, I might be in DC. I'm telling you, and I ain't lying. I'm telling you, I'll be out there on the front lawn of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Now you want all these other things to be in your big beautiful bill. The one thing you can't release is put people on health care. I know health care is a big money thing. I do it every day. So I know it's big money in it. But you have got to give these people some health care. You got to. He has got, I mean, they got to do that. And Democrats got to stay strong. Yes, I know people working, they ain't getting no check. I know, because if somebody tried to get me to work without a check, I'd probably go out on FMLA or something. But I'm just simply saying, you know, at some point we gotta stand somewhere. You know what I mean? We gotta stand somewhere. And I know it's not right. People, you know, well, at least the mayor here, he made it where they can't get put out of their apartment and they can't get the utilities turned off. Andre Dixon did do that for Fulton County. no other county, but he did it for the
Yeah.
Fulton County. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? We know there'll be somewhere, they have somewhere to stay at least till January 31st. Then you got to come up with them people money, because either way it go, you got to come up with their money or they're going to put you out. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta come up with their money.
You got to come up with their
Yeah.
money, but we have got
Uh-oh.
to have health care. We got to have health care. We got to. I might not live long enough to
Uh-oh.
see it, but we got to have it.
Look, it's gonna make a difference. I just froze, y'all.
You froze?
Yeah, you froze.
I
Yep,
can hear
I'm
you.
froze. Look, I got 3 screens open. You can hear me though, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I got all these screens open. It's
Yeah,
probably like,
Joy, the
wait.
HSA is a good it's a good account to have. You know, the health spending flex account. That's a good account to have. It really is on a
It
job.
depends. It depends on how it go. I was in that flex, and you lose. With my job, you lose. It doesn't carry over, so you have to spend that money to the T,
Mm,
because that's your money. And so
right.
if you don't spend it, at least at my job, they keep it. No, hell no, you ain't keeping my money. I'll
Yeah.
keep it myself in my pocket, and you flex
That's how I
that.
feel about Social Security. But now Emory will let you roll your flex spending over, so I can't say nothing, about them. So because they'll let
We
them roll it
couldn't.
over.
We couldn't
So your
roll out.
flex,
So whatever
the
you
flex don't roll over, and the HSA does roll over, right?
HSA and flex, they same thing. It's a healthcare spending
I thought
account.
it was an FSA and because I see now y'all confused. I thought it was an
No,
FSA and an HSA.
HSA is the health spending account. That's the one that we have with Emory. It'll roll over. It'll let you roll it on over. Now the
Yeah,
yeah, mine did.
and then
FSA,
the flex spending account.
I know FSA. I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, it's called a flexible spending account. I just looked it up because I accept both of
Okay,
those.
flexible. Now who not oh okay. Well, our company we don't have that. So yeah. Okay, we just have the
So
Yeah,
health.
a
what you do
flex
with
spending
that
account
flex?
don't roll over. You have to
Right.
a flex spending account you have to spend by the end of the year,
Right,
and then the HSA rolls
Right.
over into
right,
another account.
right. It'll
Yeah,
Right.
roll
So
over.
with
So
the
it'll be your
flex,
same account. It's just you have money building up like a savings account for if you
Mhm.
get sick, you know.
And people
right,
don't
with the flex
understand what a
account,
hmm.
I was just so with the flex account, you have to do your calculation, how many doctors you see, what your copays are, and your prescriptions. So that's pretty
Oh.
much what it, because it's like a little debit card. So it's just
Yeah,
Mm,
your money that they're taking out to pay for those. And you can
right.
get some over the counter stuff. But again, with my job, if you didn't hit your mark, whatever you had left over, that's your money because they take it out your check. Is
Mm-hmm.
hmm,
they keep it. No, you're not keeping my money. I can spend my
they
money.
Why
keep
would they
it.
want to keep? That's like Trump taking all the money from taxpayers. We don't work hard and put into these funds, and here your stupid ass come along and just gonna clean them out. How you just gonna
Because
take
it's
somebody's
all a
money?
game. It's all a game about getting the money. That's the name of the game. It's all
All
about
right,
money.
they
And
keep talking about
remember,
getting
Hey,
the
it
money.
no
is.
job is gonna ever give you the upper hand. They're gonna always keep the upper hand.
Yeah.
No job is gonna do that.
Mm.
I
No
wonder what
job.
the kickbacks
No,
are on something like that. Um,
I don't know. That's a good question. Who gets it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's just like with those 401ks and those private accounts we
Roth.
have, investment accounts. You don't have no way of checking it. They send you that little monthly statement or quarterly
Mm-hmm.
statement and tell you about your gains or loss, but you don't know what the hell those companies that you
Mm-hmm.
supposedly be in did with that money. Who took it?
No, unless
Where'd
you
it
sit
go?
down every day and keep up with it, keep up with the stock market, and keep up
But
with where the
you
money going.
still can't keep up. You still
Mm-hmm.
because
can't
you
keep
don't
up
know
with
who
it
they
if you don't
invest
know.
in.
Right, and who is over the money that's writing the checks at those companies?
Right, right.
Yeah,
Because we
So
get a list of where our money is being dispersed to, but how I know y'all tell the truth? So then I'd be thinking to myself, well, I'm getting old now. I need to stop putting money in the 401k anyway. You know what I'm saying? I
get
mean,
you an IRA, get a Roth
he gonna
IRA.
take that too. He gonna take that too when he leave. Yeah, along with the Social Security.
yeah, they
Yeah,
go
he
on
gonna
that
take
Social
it out.
Security. That's the
Polls
last
closed
thing to
in New
take in the
Jersey.
country.
Yeah, they gotta have that Social Security because it's trillions of dollars in that account.
Yeah, it's about $4 or $5 trillion, and they want
Uh-huh.
it. They want to
So they
steal
want
it.
that, and
Remember,
Elon Musk want that.
remember when George Bush tried to get it, talk about privatizing the seniors and ARP? They shot it down, but It's coming back up again. So they ain't gonna never stop trying for that because that's some money to steal for them. That's it. They just
So what happens to the people who've paid into Social Security? Where does that money go?
That's the good question. Because
what
first,
what happened?
So if you die, you don't get your Social Security. Who keeps it? Where's it go to?
The government. Who keep it in there?
But what do they do with it? That's the question. The other thing is too is that
if you got wait. I guess I don't know. This shows how crazy my family is, but I know that my cousin, when his daddy died, he got his Social Security. But I'm thinking because he was already on Social Security.
He didn't get his dad's Social Security. You can't get somebody's Social Security unless you're the spouse. Now, what they used to have is the child can get it up to a certain age. It used to be to like 21 or 22, but now it's up to 18. Once you get 8, and you have to be in school then. But once you reach 18, they cut you off. The only way you can get somebody's Social Security if that was your husband or your wife when they expire. So who's ever Social Security pay the most, that's the one you'll get. You can't get two. You can't get two.
Wow.
If your cousin uncle is still getting a check, then that's waste, fraud, and abuse.
Well, he was a kid. He was like 12 when his daddy died.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
They cut you off at a certain age.
In Tennessee, they can get it to 21 long as they stay in school somewhere, a trade school or
not Social Security. That's federal. It's a federal law. It's 18. You cut off.
Well, when my uncle's 5 kids, when he passed away, and those 5, 2008.
That was years past. That was years past. You're talking damn near 20 years ago.
Yeah,
it's changed. It's at 18. Yeah, it's at 18 because that's what my nephew who died. He got his dad's Social Security up until the age of 18, and they cut him off on his 18th birthday.
Wow. Okay.
That's federal.
I know Tierra and them got theirs when Uncle Junior died. They got theirs, but like I said, he passed in 2008. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But
so that money just goes away? Like,
well, you won't necessarily say it go away because you have to look at all the other people that are actually getting disability or Social Security or whatever. It goes back into the pot and just recycle itself or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, people that die before they even collect their Social Security, I mean, I think it's a sham. I always felt like Social Security was a ripoff. You know what I mean? Because I really don't need nobody to help me to save my money because I can do that myself. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people can't. So that's how they came up with the Ponzi scheme of the Social Security.
But I get it though, as far as making a big pot for everybody to be able to get some. So I guess I kind of get it. But dang, you telling me that I just won't get nothing if like my family gets none of the money that I put in there?
No.
I know I sound real young and ignorant right now. I mean, and I guess I knew that, but I think it's getting closer to home as I get older.
Yeah, because it's getting closer. It's time to collect your check.
You know what? You make a good point because what about those who died? They put all their work years money into Social Security. They don't get it back, and they don't have a spouse to get it. So that's why it keeps staying in that pot. But that's why we need to have our legislators change the law because no matter what you say, Social Security is your money that they took out. That's your money. They're not giving you anything. That's yours.
That's yours. That's what I'm saying.
If you die, then your spouse or your children should be able to get that money, regardless.
Yep.
Now they don't have to keep it forever. They can do the
but a certain amount of years, at least 2 years, 3 years.
Not a certain amount for every dime you put in. You give it to that family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that's still your money. That's
still your money you've been to work for. Yeah.
Damn.
And you got a lot of people that they done put in 30 years and don't make it to that retirement age, that particular number, that magic number. You know what I'm saying? And then they
make it to retirement age, but not Social Security age. Because Social Security age and retirement age is
sorry, y'all. The Democrat is winning in New Jersey. She killing them by a landslide thus far. 60% to, I think that said 35. 64 Democrats, 35.5 for the
The
Republicans.
64, it's over. It's a wrap.
Well, so they gotta call it.
But it's too early to call. They said only 22% of the votes are in.
Oh, see, they want to ass drag. Virginia
Only
went
20.
ahead on and did what they needed to do. You see what I'm saying? See, don't you?
Yeah, Virginia done. They calling it.
See, that's why
New York
I could
about to
not go back
close.
into politics because, baby, no. Some of this stuff, yeah.
Like this is a lot.
And then
Like,
cuz I always told me that whole time when in 2022 he was like, hey, it's not a what you say, politics is not it's not a
honest man's game.
There you go.
It's not an honest man's game. It's all BS.
Mm-hmm.
It's all
I was reading I read a book a long time ago, and it said that the word politics tells you exactly what they are. Mm-hmm. Poly meaning many, and tick is a blood-sucking insect.
There you go.
Many blood,
but you know what I call it?
What?
You know what I call it? I call it politics.
Politics.
I call them Democrats and Republicans.
Yep. There you go.
That's what they are.
And then Malcolm X say you can't trust the liberals either.
But guess what? We need them, so we got to figure it out. We got to learn it, and we got to be a part of it. It's the necessary evil, just like car insurance.
Car insurance, homeowners insurance.
Necessary evil. That's the sad part. Why do we settle for a necessary evil? Evil is evil.
Process, the brainwashing process, cause it's stretched out of 500-600 years. So, I mean, you know,
right. And you know what?
Evil is a strong word, so we should use another word.
I know, but you know what evil is? It's live backwards. Live backwards. EVIL is live backwards. So evil is you living backwards.
Yep.
You better be playing with the words and flipping them around.
Mm-hmm. That's the same thing like God. God spelled backwards is dog, but everybody want a dog. The dog's out. Okay? When you turn around, it's God.
I cannot.
And what's that one? And what's that one with the pants? What's it called? Swagging or is niggas backwards?
Yeah.
What's that word they use?
Swag. Swag is niggas backwards. With the A. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
With the A.
Yeah. Oh, I must not be.
There you go. Because you right, C-Dot, because the system is evil. But we gotta live under it. Well, you know what, C-Dot? You know what, brother-in-law? I'm 61. I don't have that much. I don't have many more years.
Don't rub it in.
I would love to make it to about 90.
You don't have to live under it. You can change it.
So
if the slaves thought like that, they would have never fought for freedom. So you don't have to live
under a different type of people now. Now you know for yourself, the people now don't have the heart that the people have.
Fight is still fight. Fight is still fight. I don't care. Fight is still fight.
Defeated. Hell, we can't be defeated. We know. I think it's more or less we are here, and until we can collectively do something different, because 1 and 2 people we can make some noise, but it ain't gonna be no. Oh my God! So,
look at your husband on here talking about I'll be around another 60 years.
You will, because you're too fiery. You ain't going nowhere.
Girl, not if this shoulder gonna give me the pain it give me.
I cannot with you. I cannot with you.
They have to come up with something.
Get a shoulder replacement. That's all. And keep on ticking.
Look, they give you a good titanium ball and keep it rolling.
Oh yeah. On that note, y'all, I want y'all to keep Aaliyah in y'all prayers because she on the 20th she got to have surgery. On the 20th, they're gonna be taking her gallbladder out on the 20th. So yeah. So that's why I'm like, another 60, see that? No, sir. Now you give me another 20, 30, 35. 60? Nah. I don't even want to stay that long.
You don't want to stay that long?
I don't want to stay that long because I know I wouldn't have nobody to see about me. I'd be by myself. You know what I'm saying? If I got my good
why? Because we'll all be old and decrepit too. We'll all be old. We'll be like them people that sitting up there on Capitol Hill just holding on.
Them folks, they done been cloned. They real bodies at the house. They been cloned themselves.
I cannot with you. Okay, they still going. I'm sorry. I'm waiting on this New York waste to come through.
That's what I was waiting on too, but it's 8:27. I'm not gonna be able to stay up long.
We ain't gonna make it. We almost at the end of the recording anyway, so we'll have to do this Sunday.
We gotta do another.
Yes, we'll after these results
Seriously.
come in, because I guess for me the main thing was they fought for a reason to get us here, and they're fighting for a reason to keep us out.
Yep.
And as much as it's a headache, as much as we don't feel like it, as much as we think it doesn't matter, because all those things happen when we go to work every day. We still can't pay all our bills and we don't think it matters, but we do it every day. This is being asked to do twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year if it's a special election. It's just one of those things that we have to do, and we have to get other people to do. We have to talk about the importance, because they wouldn't be fighting us for it if it wasn't important. No, and like
I
I was
agree.
explaining to my daughter today after she got what's the word again? Dang.
She couldn't. She couldn't.
She couldn't vote. What's the word? I used it earlier. But when they took her voice away for something that simple, whether we understand it or not, we have to do it and then continue to get understanding. Keep learning about it. Keep going, because it ain't gonna be here. And I always make the comment about that movie Idiocracy. This, if we keep going like this is what our life is going to be. It's Idiocracy. Like that movie came out in the early 2000s, and they say art imitates life. Well, damn it, we getting there. So we won't be
And my
here.
thing is, if you're gonna educate the kids, you got to give them the full. Like I'm telling, like they tell you in my ASL class, you have to give them the full
Picture.
You got to give them the full education. You got to give it to them from top to
So,
bottom. We got to start from the
But it,
beginning and bring it all the way down. Because the way I feel about it, sometimes voting is probably a good thing to get out and do, and then sometimes it's not. It's
mhm.
but you
not.
can't get a full picture if you don't know. If you don't know much, you can't say much.
That's true too. But like we all went out last November, and we know we got played. We know we got played with that
But
election.
it was over 50,000 plus people who didn't. And guess what? Those people would have made a difference. Yes, we got played because he admitted that he stole that election,
Two
but
weeks
that's a whole
prior
nother
to the
story.
election, the man was saying he didn't need no more votes.
That is true. But when you look at the numbers, I want to find it. I said I was going to find it last time. Roland Martin did
You
a
did.
show.
You did.
And
You did.
he broke it down. The gap in the number of votes that Kamala Harris, between Kamala and Kamala, I'm gonna be one of the people that get punched in the throat. Between Kamala and Trump was literally the number of people that were registered and didn't go out to vote. Just because they didn't want to.
Well, a lot of them they've given up on the system. I talk to them every day. They've given up. They some of them older than me, some of them younger than me, some of them my age. They don't believe. They no longer believe in the whole shebang. And for the ones that didn't believe in it in the beginning and then jumped on, and then they jump back off, and hey, can't be mad at them.
I
Yeah, but
say
you
you
still
can't
here.
say
I just don't go for that. I don't go for that because it's more
Can't be
to it.
mad.
You care about your taxes, you care about clean air, water, you care about healthy environment, you care about protection. So if you don't say nothing, then they'll continue to do nothing. And you ain't got
and
no right to complain. Then
they'll
And
keep
no matter what we
shut up.
say,
with
no
us.
matter what we say, and how many times we go and cast vote, that water bill still gonna go up, that gas bill still
Because
gonna go
not
up.
enough of us are casting the vote.
But
Okay.
at least
It's
the
not
water
that we
can
not.
be clean. But the
Yeah,
water can be clean.
yeah.
Drink that
Yeah,
well
I
water with
pay
that
for some clean,
cyanide
dirty
in it.
water. We do it all the time. We pay for clean. We pay for clean, high ass water.
Yeah.
When we buy them bottles.
And water should be free. I'm just saying.
Hey, if that's the case, we wouldn't buy
Some sense.
bottles.
Well,
The air should be free.
well,
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 it's
it can't
$3
be
at
free
racetrack.
because it has to go through a process. So what you
Yeah.
want the government to take the process? So it's just like with the lights. They trying to keep it the power grids going and updated. They ain't gonna do it for free. They're gonna charge us. So you gotta pay for something.
You
Yeah.
got to. You just got to
See?
be
You're right,
ready.
cuz. You're right.
And then here
All
I
right,
just
team, we got to bring this to an end.
Oh yeah, we at 6:59 minutes.
We just
Well,
wrote.
we'll post it up there. We'll put it up there when these numbers come out, y'all. But that was our first live show. We'll do it more often.
Yes, we will.
It was good. I didn't say nothing crazy, so I'm proud of me. So it's good. But this was awesome, and we look forward to doing it
Thanks,
again.
C-Dot. Thanks for the support. Thanks, Joy.
Bye. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Uh-oh.
Hey, bro, we on the radio.